Hello, what's going on, everybody? My name is Peter, and you're watching Straight Cut. And today I'm gonna tell you about my 10 years of experience using this Swiss Army knife called Spartan, and I'm gonna tell you why I stopped carrying it. So, of course, we all know Victorinox. They produce high quality and budget friendly Swiss Army knives since 1884. So, of course, I'm not gonna go against the world and tell you that this is some kind of trash and that's why I stopped carrying it. No, I'm not gonna do this just to be controversial. No. Yeah, probably I'm not gonna surprise you because I will objectively admit that this is a great tool. Yeah, but the first and the most important impression to me after all these years is that this is this is extremely crazy to me that there is still no blade play here. It doesn't wobble. It's still uh, tight and sturdy. Look at that. It doesn't move here. There's absolutely no blade play. Um, and you know what? It's been used. You can look at the scales. There is the Victorinox shell is no more. The scales are very, yeah, you can see that. And I've even managed to lose my toothpick, lose my tweezers. I've managed to destroy my little blade a bit, unfortunately. Yeah, and look at that. There is no snap anymore. Yeah, but I think that it needs proper cleaning. Yeah, so this is a great, reliable tool, and this is the most important thing. And I was thinking recently that I want to tell you a quick story about this exact knife. So yeah, I got it in 2013 when I was 14 years old, and my dad gave it to me as a gift, and I didn't carry it. I was 14, I didn't carry about it at all. It just laid in my drawer. But then 2 years later, I started to go to some parties, and I was 16. I realized that it would be extremely useful to have a corkscrew and a cup lifter in my pocket. You know what I mean. And yeah, and I realized that I have a great tool, high quality Swiss Army knife just in my drawer, and I started to carry this. And the funny thing is that I've never been much of a drinker, but actually I've opened like I think 1 million bottles of beer with this cup lifter, and 100,000 of wine bottles with this corkscrew, because I was always helping my friends with that. I was the ridiculous thing is I was in my circle of friends. I was always the only one with a pocket knife with a multi tool in his pocket, yeah, which is kind of crazy to me. It is actually, I would say this is silly. Not having a knife in your pocket is kind of silly because um, how to put this? It can save your life. Actually, having a knife increases your chances of survival enormously in some kind of emergency situation, right? In some kind of car crash, or I don't know, when aggressive dogs attacks you. With your bare hands, you probably lose to this dog, and when you have a pocket knife, um, you're increasing your chances, right? So it is kind of silly to me not having a knife. And I've even been in a extremely stupid situation when we went camping with my friends, and there were like 14 of us. And guess how many knives did we have? Yes, I was the only one with a pocket knife on a camping when there are 14 people. And this was, yeah, you can call us stupid, and I'm not gonna argue with you. I couldn't realize, and I still cannot realize, how is this possible to just have one knife for 14 people at the camping. But it was like so, and actually, I was kind of forced to lend it to everybody every 5 seconds, and it annoyed me very much because it was all the time it was dirty with some food. So yeah, this is But the point is that it's been used, It's never been my primary survival knife, like Morak Knife Companion or something like that, but it's been used for many years, maybe over 10 years, as I said. So objectively, of course, it's a great tool, reliable tool. But you know what? 2 years ago or something like that, I became a knife person. I became a knife nut. And I quickly realized that this is not my everyday carry knife anymore. And why is that? I think that I just realized that I wasn't aware of like 100 better and different options that are available out there. Better to me, of course, you can disagree because it's ultra subjective. But I was watching all these knife reviews about the folding knives that you can open with one hand and close with one hand, that have this locking mechanisms, and the ergonomics is great. And I've been watching many reviews about different Swiss Army knives. Like for example, this beautiful Pioneer with its gorgeous Alox scales, or for example about this one. And this one is called Ranger Grip 79, and recently I think it's my favorite EDC tool because it is a multi-tool. It has corkscrew, tweezers, toothpick, cap lifter, everything like that, and it is at the same time a legit folding knife that you can open with one hand, that has a liner lock, which makes it safe to use. The ergonomics is great here. The bigger handle with its very cool looking rubber elements here, and that makes it a grippy tool actually. And I really love that. You can even close it with one hand. So yeah, it's my winner for now. So yeah, basically I just realized that this is not a good option for me anymore. Like if it would be if there were not like 100 better options. Of course it's subjective, but I just want to tell you this short story here. And yeah, the issues that I have here is like the handle is too small for me, I realized that I need something bigger and less slippery, I would think, because you can slip off this um, full Salidor handle, and it is small, and the blade doesn't lock. It is just a slip joint. And you know what? I love slip joints. Can you please focus here? Oh my god. Thank you. I love slip joints. I collect them, but I do not carry them. I prefer to have some kind of real locking mechanism. So at the end, maybe just have a quick look at the tool set. You have actually nothing special here. You have this big main blade and a little blade, which was actually, I think it was my favorite tool here. Very convenient to use, very thin and very sharp. I love that. Yeah, but nothing special here. The corkscrew, the owl, which I will not pull out because it's painful, and yeah, cap lifter, of course, very useful, and the of course the can opener, which is the most useless tool of all time. And of course there was the tweezers and the toothpick here, but yeah, after all these years I just lost it, unfortunately. By the way, let me know, is there any Swiss Army knife in Alex version that has scale tools? Because it is a great weakness to me, unfortunately, that you don't have tweezers in here, because it looks, this Pioneer Alex X, it looks gorgeous. It's so beautiful and classy, but it is a great weakness that it doesn't have tweezers. I love to have tweezers in my pocket, but I've never seen any Alex Victorinox with scale tools. Let me know if you know something about that. So yeah, I think that would be all for today. I just wanted to tell you this short story about this knife and tell you what I think of it. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you for watching, and see you in another video.